Well, ladies and gentlemen, today I have got two matches in this episode for you. Both of them are semi-finals. The first against Liverpool in the FA Cup and the second against PSG in the Europa League, or at least the first leg of it. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new to the series where we're spending 5 seasons rebuilding Manchester United. We are still in fantastic form. Since the last episode, we had another match against Spurs, which we won 4-0 in the league with a hat-trick from Jadon Sancho. We then qualified as we thought we would for the Europa League semi-final by beating Sporting 4-1, giving us a 6-1 victory across the 2 legs. But for now, it's jumped straight in to the semi-final of the FA Cup against Liverpool. This is a very, very big match for us. This kind of shows us whether or not we are actually becoming one of the bigger teams in the Premier League, or if this season's just a fluke so far. And now we have sorted out the team. This will be the lineup we're going to use for that match against Liverpool. We've got Donnarumma in goal, Telles, Upamecano, Tomori and Aarons as our back 4 today. Tonali, Ward-Prowse, Tielemans, Musiala, Sancho and Lewandowski. It's very much our normal run-of-the-mill team. Obviously, as we can see, lots and lots of changes from the last match. We did rest a number of players for that Europa League quarter-final against Sporting. We kind of knew we were already qualified unless we had an absolute collapse, which seemed a little bit unlikely. And I'd really like to get to the FA Cup, and I'd really like a victory against Liverpool. A Liverpool side that doesn't look a huge amount different to real life, to be honest, if we're having a look at that one. Our side, obviously, United, massively changed compared to the team in real life. And I think we are much the better for it. If we can get to potentially 2 finals across this episode and next episode, we've already won the Carabao Cup. We are second in the Premier League still. I think that has to be considered a very, very good first season for our 5-year rebuild, and definitely something to build upon. Aarons here crossing it into the box, trying to find Lewandowski and allowing us to make that dream a reality. Dodges away from a tackle there, and a second one into Sancho. Sancho drilling that one into the bottom corner to put us 1-0 up against Liverpool inside the first 15 minutes. 11 minutes gone on the clock. We are leading. This team has been absolutely fantastic during the second part of this season. Definitely struggled at times, but that second episode and that 6-0 defeat to Manchester City seems a very, very long way away yet. It's very possible as well. I'm thinking that we do Liverpool and the first leg against PSG in today's episode, and then in the next episode we do the second leg against PSG and the Premier League match against Manchester City, because if I'm right in saying we're currently 4 points behind Manchester City in the Premier League, so that match could be very, very important. There are still a few games to play. We could theoretically still catch them. I think that would be very, very difficult because, again, we are in the first season of a rebuild. Manchester City are a fully formed team with bags of money and that have spent a few seasons, Lewandowski there with the second, a few seasons in a real life, obviously building that squad that they have. And it's a very, very good squad. I know it's sacrilege to say that on a series where you're playing as Manchester United, but Man City, they've got a lot of good players. Big ball over there from that free kick to Musiala, just crosses that one into Lewandowski, and Lewandowski just tapping that one home. First time on the volley again. We're 2-0 up against Liverpool. As I said, those struggles in episode 2 of this series seem a very, very long way away now. You would not imagine this was the same team, but realistically, we haven't made a lot of additions to it since that 6-0 loss. Maybe a couple, 3 in fact, actually, in the January transfer window. But globally, we are playing the same team that we were at the start of the season. I just think it took them some time to get sort of used to the tactic we're playing, and also the team dynamics back up to scratch as well, because you bring in lots of new transfers and that team hasn't ever played together properly. They don't know where the other player is going to be. You know, you want that really good partnership where your deep line playmaker, your midfielder can ping a ball forward to, in this case, Lewandowski, and without even looking up, know where he's going to be making that run because they've been playing with him and they're used to doing that. Some of the best partnerships in football, of course. able to do that, and that's what made them great teams. We are starting to get to that level of understanding in this team now. We're not quite there yet. We've got a little way to go, but we are starting to get there. What do we do here? This is the thing. I think we've probably sealed the game already here, so we're going to take off Lewandowski and bring on Dybala just to save his legs for the match against PSG. Tielemans as well is on a yellow card. We're going to take him off. We'll bring on Fernandes. We will have one more substitution to make. We'll probably make that in about 10 seconds time in real time, because we're on the 71st minute. A corner here for Liverpool though. That was very, very close. Max Aarons there just kicking that off the line, getting rid of that as quickly and as effectively as he could. His rating's really, really good today as well. Who else do we want to keep, really? I guess we want to keep like Ward-Prowse, so let's bring on McTominay, because we want Ward-Prowse to be as fit as possible for that game against PSG as well. We want all of our players to be fit as possible, but I felt like when you're playing Liverpool and you got the chance to get to the FA Cup, you have to kind of put out your full team. I couldn't be putting out a rotated team here and going, oh, but we're playing PSG in a few days' time, and then potentially lose in this one, and then you still might lose the match against PSG. You know, they've got Neymar, Messi, Mbappe. They've got a lot of very, very good players. I was about to say Donnarumma as well, but obviously he's here, so not at PSG. That would have been a very stupid thing to say. That would be interesting seeing him at his... Oh my god. That would be interesting to see him against his old team. That was an absolute thunderous shot. And it just, I'm guessing the goalkeeper saved it, but it was really hard to see that in real time because it was so quick. The graphics didn't really keep up with it all that well, or maybe it just my eyes didn't, who knows. Tonali there picking up the ball from that corner, but that's the end of the highlight. We are going to start another one here with Aarons throwing that in. It's back to Aarons now, over to McTominay. Alex Telles now in bags of space. Musiala does have a shot. He turns, picks his area, but does end up blasting it over into the crowd. Nothing coming with that one. We have still got that third substitution to make. I said we'd make it really, really quickly, and I've completely ignored its existence. Or did we make it? We did make it. Ignore me. We made our 3 substitutions. I can't count all the way to 3. That would be way too hard. We are going to be, though, in the final of the FA Cup. I don't know who is in the other semi-final. Okay, so we're going to be playing Everton in the FA Cup final. You'd think that would be a winnable one, but we have lost to them this season. Lewandowski and Ward-Prowse, again, looking jaded, needing a rest. Ward-Prowse has literally just come back from a rest. I can't rest him every game. Not at the moment as well, because we've got lots and lots going on. As we can see, we've got a couple of matches to get through now, Chelsea and Brentford, and then we'll be back for the match against PSG. As we can see, as I mentioned earlier as well, 3 points, in fact, behind Manchester City. So a win against Manchester City, should we both win all of our matches in between, could be quite a tasty episode. So we now have the match against PSG. We do have a few problems. If I just get rid of this filter for unavailable here, they'll start to reveal themselves. Alex Telles, in between this match and the last one, has got injured in training. He's going to be out for about 3 weeks. Fikal Tomori is injured for about 3 to 5 weeks. Brandon Williams isn't registered because, as I mentioned before, we could only add 3 new players to the squad when we got to the January squad registration, and Brandon Williams was 1 too many. Luke Thomas is also injured, going to be out for about 10 days to 5 weeks. And Dallo is suspended for this match, as well as Kaiki also being unregistered. That does leave us a little bit short in defence, hence the reason we are today playing Max Aarons at left back and Ward-Prowse over right back, which is quite literally the best we can do. We don't have anyone else that can play in either of those positions. It does mean the lineup for today is going to be Donnarumma in goal. We've then got Aarons, Upamecano, Varane, Ward-Prowse in defence, Tonali, Fernandes, Tielemans, Musiala, Sancho and Lewandowski. I feel like that defence playing against PSG's front 3 might be a little bit of an issue. They have got a front 3 this evening, as we can see, of Neymar, Mbappe and Messi. Luke Shaw obviously also in the side after he joined them in the summer transfer window. January transfer window was the latest one he joined in. We could probably do with him right now. A left back would be lovely. It's not turned out that way, and now we've just got to go and face Paris and hope that we can at least get some sort of result. Honestly, given the injuries, etc., etc., I'd be happy with a draw at this point. A draw seems like it would be absolutely fine. We are at home, so maybe we could press home, that home advantage, but I'm just very wary here. Obviously, Aarons is playing on the wrong side. Ward-Prowse isn't a defender, and right there, it showed almost instantly. Cross from the right-hand side, and Mbappe there just to nod it home. This could be a very, very long evening. Neymar there, easily going past Max Aarons, and then who was this here? Ward-Prowse. So both the defenders we just mentioned as weak links in the defence have been subject to being absolutely taken apart by Neymar and Mbappe there, which is kind of what you'd expect. I mean, we kind of thought we probably had enough left backs and right backs. As it turns out, maybe not. We are through on goal here, though. Lewandowski having a really good chance there to equalise, but it is straight at the goalkeeper. It is saved. Max Aarons now going to be taking this throw-in over to Musiala. Can we make something here from this throw-in? Tonali now from range. Tonali from range, his second goal for Manchester United, and what a goal it is to put us back 1-1 against PSG in this first leg of the Europa League. That was an absolutely lovely, lovely goal. Realising we weren't going to be able to get into the box, just sends that one crashing into the back of the net. It's a beautiful goal. That's got to be one of the goals of the season so far, I would think, at least. And it does mean back on level pegging. Now, if we can just somehow prevent Mbappe and Neymar and Messi running the show the opposite end, that would be lovely. And Fernandes doing his best to do that. Tielemans back to Fernandes. We are on the counter-attack here. It fizzles out, though, as a misplaced pass doesn't find Lewandowski. And that one was over as quickly as it began. We are on the attack again here, though. Tielemans, really bad passing from both teams in this replay. Tielemans back toward Prowse. He's just holding the play up. Back to Tielemans. Tonali trying again. Tonali with a second absolute screamer from outside the box. Why all of a sudden in this match has he decided he's going to start taking shots? Because he's barely taken any this entire save so far. And today, 2 from range against PSG, no less. And they're both absolutely stunning long range goals. We can't complain about either of those. That is some great, great football. Encourage the team. Just go keep at it. Just keep doing what you're doing at this point. I mean, I am worried, obviously, still, as I mentioned, about the front three that PSG have got. But if we're the other end attacking, they can't score. Attack literally being the best form of defensive. Fernandes through to Lewandowski. Can he get there? He can't. Kind of gets there, but he's closed down very, very easily there by both the goalkeeper and the covering defender as well. Can't quite get that one away. But at half-time, we are 2-1 up. Now we just need to go out and do exactly the same in the second half. Ward-Prowse with a corner here into Upamecano. Upamecano is putting away his third goal of the season. We're 3-1 up against PSG. We didn't need to worry about our makeshift defence today. They've done their job. The attacking players have done their job. Upamecano at a set piece and Ward-Prowse are linking up there for our third. We didn't need to worry at all. This is easy. I don't know what I was worried about playing a central midfielder at right back. We should do it more often when we need to rest players. Clearly, it's absolutely fine. Musiala is going to come off here. We're going to bring on Cristiano Ronaldo, switch him to an inside forward as we normally do. We don't want Musiala getting injured. We've got enough injuries at the moment. I don't really fancy another one. Lewandowski probably needs to come off in a second as well. We'll just get this highlight out the way and we'll probably bring Dybala on for Lewandowski. PSG here playing around outside the box. It could end up being a dangerous attack. It's into Neymar. It is saved. The second one isn't, no. And now it is 3-2 between Man United and PSG. What a game. What a game for the neutrals this evening, especially if you're watching the series and you don't really care who's winning. It's a great game to watch. We are currently ahead. Really good first save there, reflex save by Donnarumma, but couldn't save the second one. He was rolling around on the ground, for goodness sake. There was nothing he could really do about that. I feel like his defenders should have done something to help him out there, but instead just... No, I don't fancy it. I'm going to play Rashford. I said Dybala. I'm actually going to put Rashford up front and see if he can do anything this evening against PSG. Seems unlikely because he hasn't exactly been fantastic so far this season. But we'll give him a go. Sancho's looking tired and is on a yellow card, so we probably need to take him off. Kluivert can come on there, and we'll just see out the last 20 minutes of this match now with all our substitutes used. Tell the team to focus and just hopefully take a 1-goal lead back over to Paris in the second leg, which will be in the next episode. As I mentioned, we're going to be doing the second leg of this Paris game and then the Manchester City game in the league as well, both of which are going to be very, very important. Ronaldo there cutting out that pass back to Max Aarons now. Fernandes through to Kluivert. Kluivert with a great first time shot. His second touch, though, there, to just knock that out for a goal kick, wasn't very good. Let's be honest. Let's not lie about it. That was not a very good first touch. Beautiful shot. Great save. Rest of it, not so much. Milan against Lazio is the other semi-final at the moment. AC Milan are winning. So, should both sets of scores stay the same in the second semi-final, then we will be facing AC Milan in the final, which would be the last episode of this season. As I mentioned, we're going to play the Arsenal game off camera in between episodes, but the next two games are going to be the second leg of PSG and the Manchester City game. We probably then won't see any other Premier League games unless... I say we won't see any other Premier League games. Obviously, if there's a chance of us winning the title, we're going to have to come back towards the end here. For some reason as well, we've got the FA Cup final and then the last game in the Premier League isn't until a week later. That's a very, very strange one, I will admit. We've also got a game on Tuesday and the FA Cup semi-final on Saturday, which isn't ideal really for us. But we'll allow it. As we can see at the moment, 3 points behind Manchester City. That next game is going to be all important. If you have enjoyed today's episode and you're excited for the next one, please do drop a like down below. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well. It would be really, really appreciated as we try and get to 2,000 subscribers on the channel. That's the goal. If you could help me reach it, that would be very much appreciated. And until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching today. Check out the video that's on the screen now, and I'll see you over on the next one as we face rivals Manchester City. Bye-bye.